Hello and welcome to WITM the Prequel, Chapter 3, Episode 6. And here in Week 1 of September 2018, we have the Blood Brothers in tag team action to kick off the episode. They're going to be taking on the Texas Revolution. This is a battle between the top two contenders to the WITM Tag Team Championships currently held by the Bikers. So the winner of this match will go on to face the Bikers next week, with the WITM Tag Team Championships on the line. Then we have the third member and leader of the Blood Brothers in singles action. He's going to be taking on Kalino Mahi'ai in a match in the heavyweight division. But first, we turn our focus to this huge number one contenders match between the Blood Brothers, represented by Jack and Dylan Hayes, and they will be accompanied by Captain Casey at ringside, taking on the Texas Revolution for the right to face the Bikers next week for the WITM Tag Team titles. Let's get that match underway.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 541 pounds, Austin Brown and Dallas Brown.
I see some pretty faces, been with some beautiful girls. After all I've witnessed, one thing still amazes me.
Guys, we're getting tonight started with an
Just like a miracle, you have to see to believe. 'Cause God bless Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land. Gave them a place where they could dance. If you wanna see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. Something wrong, something right, something missing. Something black, something light, something different. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way? Something black, something light, something different.
And their
Something
opponents,
wrong, something right,
accompanied
something
by
missing.
the Samurai,
Don't you ever
Casey,
feel you need
and
to
at a combined
speak
weight
to
of
me that
541
way?
pounds, the Legend Killer, Jack Hayes, and the Terror, Dylan Hayes, the Blood Brothers.
All this noise in my head, ringing through and echoing. Simple things just take too long, long, long. It's not like I'm not listening, but you just keep on flipping it. And maybe one day I'll be gone, gone, gone. Something wrong, something right, something missing. Something black, something light, something different. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way? Something black, something light, something different. Something wrong, something right, something missing. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to
There's the bell. This number one contenders match is underway. The winner going on to face the WITM Tag Team Champions, the Bikers, next week with the tag titles on the line. Austin Brown, the older brother and powerhouse of the Texas Revolution, gets things started off for them. Jack Hayes starts things for the Blood Brothers. Of course, the Blood Brothers had a tag title opportunity already in episode number 5 and came up short, and was a good back and forth match. They're looking to get a second chance if they can get past the most decorated tag team in the WITM Tag Team Division that had been around since the beginning of the Indie Federation, the Texas Revolution. Jack trying to force Austin Brown closer to his corner, but Austin fights him off with a series of elbow strikes. There's a knee to the gut. And a toss from Jack. Now Austin forced up to his feet. There's an Irish whip into the Blood Brothers corner. And in comes Dylan Hayes for a tag and double team maneuver. Austin trying to get to his corner for Mercy tag and just hit. Which means Austin is out of play for the time being for Texas Revolution. Dallas must survive on his own. And a huge move from Dylan Hayes sends Dallas face first into the top turnbuckle. There's a reversal by Dallas. And a stop to the knee. And a knee to the hip. And now Dallas plunging the chest of Dylan Hayes into the canvas. Austin Brown is back in play for the Texas Revolution. There's a clothesline from Dylan. Reversal by Dallas Brown. Now Dylan Hayes forced closer into the Texas Revolution corner. In comes Big Austin Brown.
Well, we all know that he isn't afraid of a good fight, which is what we're seeing here.
And he's showing off some of that power there, just launching Dylan Hayes across the ring.
Though the thought of making a tag doesn't necessarily appear to be on his mind.
Now Austin pointing and taunting at Dylan Hayes. Of course, they'd love another shot at the tag titles if they spend more time holding than any tag team in WITM history. Here comes Jack Hayes. Irish whip into the Blood Brothers corner. A reversal by Austin with an elbow. Reversal by Jack with a kick to the guts, but Austin reverses by plunging Jack face first into the top turnbuckle.
Can he end it here?
Huge crossbody from Austin. And Jack powers out at 2. There's a kick to the back. Jack Irish whips Austin into the Blood Brothers corner, but there's a reversal from Austin Brown. Reversal from Jack with a kick to the back. Elbow strikes from Austin Brown to reverse. Gut kick. And Jack sent plunging into the top rope right in his own corner. Dylan wants a mercy tag, but Jack can't quite get there. There's a reversal. Clothesline. Austin Brown now forced up to his feet. There's a punch from Jack, and now Jack looking for the choke slam. That connects. Not easy to do that to a behemoth like Austin Brown, but he did it. And now looking for a finisher. Thinking 3 Union Amigos.
Again, that's 2. And perhaps a trifecta.
And they are successful. Jack goes for cover, center ring. Do they get a tag title opportunity next week against the Bikers? No, at least not yet. Austin powers out at 2. Now Jack trying to channel the Undertaker here. There's a reversal from Austin Brown. Elbow drop to the chest. Jack forced up to his feet. Irish whip into the Blood Brothers corner. And the corner attack connects. Now Jack plunges Austin face first into the top turnbuckle and connects with a big boot and leg drop. I believe that was a comeback sequence. Now Austin forced him to his feet. Huge powerbomb connects. Channeling the Undertaker again with the last ride. But before Jack can capitalize and perhaps hit his finisher, there's Austin Brown with a reversal and a massive clothesline from hell.
To end this match.
Well, there's a reversal from Jack to break up his momentum and return the favor. Now looking for a finisher once again. Again, thinking 3 Union Amigos.
perhaps a trifecta.
And that connects. Center Rain goes for cover. Will this be enough to give the Blood Brothers a tag title match next week? Yes, it is. The Blood Brothers will meet the Bikers next week in a match for the WITM Tag Team Championship.
Now let's look back at that amazing action.
Something wrong, something right, something missing. Something black, something light, something different.
Man, this was
Don't you
great.
ever feel you need to speak to me that way? Something black, something light, something different. Something wrong, something right, something missing. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way?
Here are your winners, the Legend Killer, Jack Hayes, and the Terror, Dylan Hayes, the Blood Brothers.
All this noise in my head, ringing through and echoing. Simple things just take too long, long, long. It's not like I'm not listening, but you just keep on flipping it.
Okay, and now it's time for some more action here as we prepare for our second match, which will see Captain Casey, the leader of the Blood Brothers, taking on Cleano Mahi'ai. Captain Casey was just ringside as Jack and Dylan Hayes picked up a huge victory to earn themselves a tag title shot next week. Will he be able to pick up a singles victory that could potentially put him in the number one contendership spot in the heavyweight division? Let's find out and get this singles match underway.
Three, two, one. Off to the races. Hawaiians, Jamaicans, Samoans, Tongans, Maori and Australians. We are all related.
Making
by the
his
high
way to the
standard
ring,
of the Filipino,
from Kona,
Hawaiian race,
Hawaii,
Polynesian,
weighing in
I'm a
at
whole lot of dope.
245
Sitting on a pot of
pounds,
smoke. I know what I gotta know. You wanna know what I don't know.
KLNO.
Every brothers, mothers, fathers, and Ohanas know the Tiki boys are back in this bitch like Hana Ho. H.I. rubber slipper hip hop. I keep stepping and you'll never see this flip flop. That's how we do. Now all my island people, tourists you can scream too.
We have one-on-one action
One
on the
for
way.
the money and two for the islanders. Three fingers down, everybody trading shot 'cause I'm Batman, Batman, Batman. On the mic, I'm Batman, Batman, Batman.
I got it, cuz.
One for the money and two for the islanders. Three fingers down, all my brothers trading shot 'cause I'm Batman, Batman, Batman.
With the white
I'm Batman, Batman, Batman.
bad man to me might be good man to you. To each his own, I ain't a blood but the man in blue.
We go down into the darkness like a stampede, charging.
And his
Follow
opponent
me now,
from
follow me
Chicago,
now.
Illinois,
Follow me.
weighing in at 130
We
pounds,
descend
the
into the
Samurai
madness like a
Casey.
wild thing, rabid. Follow me now, follow me now. Follow me down. No more wandering this twisted ground. Forsake everything. Don't wait around. Don't you believe? If you want it, you can have it. Leave the rest, leave the habits. We go down into the darkness like a stampede, charging. Follow me now, follow me now. Follow me down. We descend into the madness like a wild.
The time for talk is over. We'll find out.
There's the bell. This match is underway. Good chance for one of these men to possibly walk out of this week the number one contender to the WITM World Heavyweight title currently held by James Collison and being in control of their own destiny. So, definitely important match here.
What's this? Driver!
Mahi starts off on the attack.
It's come down to a battle.
Now they lock up with Casey forced into the corner. That is going to be broken up by the official with no cheap shots there. Now Casey with an enziguri that barely stuns Mahi, and he reverses with the punch. Here comes Casey with leg kicks. There's an Roush up into the corner. Mahi reverses and connects with an uppercut. Mahi comes off the ropes with a double leg drop. And a stomp to the elbow. Mahi looking at quick work of Casey, but Casey powers out at one. Casey forced up to his feet. There's a right from Mahi. And a huge elbow to send Casey down to the canvas. Now Mahi drags Casey closer to center ring. Kick to the back of the leg. And Casey reverses with a gut punch. There's a Russian leg sweep from Casey. Reversal by Mahi. Mahi now pointing and taunting his opponent as he uses the ropes to get back to his feet on the apron. There's Mahi with a huge right to send Casey crashing into the steel barricade at ringside. There's a drop kick from Casey, the Mahi up against the ring apron. There's a reversal from Mahi who heads back into the ring. Now joined by Casey. Casey misses with an elbow but does connect with an Irish whip into and a clothesline and bulldog. Now Casey going into mounted punches. Mahi forced center ring and Casey with a working hold on the arm and it is locked in well. Casey trying to neutralize some of that power of the big Hawaiian Kalina Mahi. There's a stomp to the knee and a clubbing blow to the back. Elbow drop to the back. Mahi forced in a ring. Casey goes for cover. And Mahi powers out at one. There's a kick to the back. And there is the rapid strikes followed by the Samoan spike by Mahi, now looking for a finisher.
He's looking at it. Corey, tell me, just how much strength is carrying your opponent around like this?
And Casey tried to fight it off, but that will connect. Mahi goes for cover. And Casey powers out at 2.5. Mahi in shock that was not enough to put Casey away. Casey forced up to his feet and reverses with an arm drag. Reversal by Mahi with a gut punch to get back to his feet. Casey connects with a DDT. Mahi forced up to his feet.
Here he goes.
Twist of pepperoni connects, the signature maneuver of Casey. Now we see no time looking for the soda pop.
This could be it.
And that connects. Casey turns momentum in his favor. Is it enough to put Mahi away? No, it's another near fall following the signature and finisher. This time for Casey. Now it's him asking himself what he must do to put this match away. Now going for grounded elbow strikes. Casey looking for support of the WITM fans. Trying to complete the sweep for the Blood Brothers with Jack and Dylan Hayes already victorious earlier on the card. Casey now going after the leg of Mahi. Mahi reverses and gets back to his feet with a gut punch, but there's Casey connecting with a swinging neck breaker. Now going back to mounted punches, trying to wear down the head of Mahi.
There's a good chance he can't recover from this.
Mahi heads to the apron to try to recover as Casey heads to the corner to soak in the cheers of the WITM fans.
This is about as close as it gets.
Casey was trying to send Mahi to ringside with a punch, but Mahi had one of his own and reversed it. Now Mahi with a pile driver.
Gotta be it.
There's a stop to the arm. Mahi trying to wear down Casey with technical offense, targeting the arm. And now Casey forced up to his feet. Mahi going for his comeback sequence. This will give him a free signature maneuver if it is successful. And it is.
Can he finish the job?
Mahi wasting no time. There's the signature maneuver. The rapid gut punches into a Samoan spike. But Casey breaks up some of his momentum with a reversal to get back to his feet. Now Casey, I believe, was thinking soda pop, but Mahi retreats to the apron. Casey tried it anyway, but couldn't quite get it to connect, but does send Casey, or rather Mahi to ringside. Now Casey maybe thinking high risk. First he wants Mahi on his feet. Diving elbow drop is evaded by Mahi.
Not today.
He connects with the back throw. Now they both head back inside the ring. Casey misses with an elbow, and that allows Mahi an opening for the back body drop, his finishing maneuver. Will this be enough to put Casey away?
His shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, Mahi scores a victory in a good back and forth match.
We've got some highlights from the last one queued up. Here we go.
He's getting after it here.
3, 2, 1. Off to the races. Hawaiians, Jamaicans, Samoans, Tongans, Maori and Australians. We are all related by the high state, and I'm that Filipino, Hawaiian, raised Polynesian. I'm a whole lot of dope, sitting on a cloud of smoke. I know what I gotta know. You wanna know, then I don't know. Every brothers, mothers, fathers, and Ohanas know the Tiki boys are back in this bitch like Hana Ho.
Here is your winner, KLNO.
See this flip, flop. That's how we do. Now all my island people, so that you can scream too.
It's humiliating.
1 for the money and 2 for the islanders. 3 fingers down, everybody throw your shockers. I'm Batman, Batman, Batman. On the mic, I'm Batman, Batman, Batman.
I got it, cuz.
1 for the money and 2 for the islanders. 3 fingers down, all my brothers throw your shockers. I'm Batman, Batman, Batman.
With the white
I'm Batman, Batman, Batman.
Okay, and here is your results and rankings update for September 2018, Week 1. The Blood Brothers defeated the Texas Revolution in a number 1 contenders match. The Blood Brothers will go on to face the Bikers next week for the WITM Tag Team titles. However, there is a little bit of a catch that I just saw that we'll get to in a moment. The Queen Kitty defeated Jamie Love. James Carlson defeated Tyson Adams. Kalina Mahi defeated Captain Casey in our second match of the episode. The Heavy Metal defeated the WITM Tag Team Champions, the Bikers, in non-title action. That match did make Heavy Metal the official number 1 contenders to the WITM Tag titles, with their 2 spots up in the rankings, putting them past the Blood Brothers despite the fact that they won, which means that the Tag Team Championship match next week will now be a triple threat match between the Bikers, Heavy Metal, and the Blood Brothers for the WITM Tag titles. Monique Simmons, the women's champion, defeated Ellen Foster in non-title action, and Eric Garrity continued his dominant reign with the WITM Cruiserweight title, defeating Akemba Oni in the main event. How does that all affect the rankings? Let's find out. The WITM Cruiserweight champion is Eric Garrity, number 1 contender Boston Dippy, number 2 Akemba Oni, number 3 Jason Starr, number 4 Maximus Blackburn. WITM Tag Team champions are the Bikers, the number 1 contenders Heavy Metal, number 2 contenders the Blood Brothers. Heavy Metal and the Blood Brothers will take on the Bikers for the tag titles next week in a triple threat tag team match. Number 3, the Texas Revolution. Number 4, La Tormenta. Number 5, the European Union. And number 6, the Generation. The WITM Women's Champion is Monique Simmons, and will contender the Queen Kitty. Number 2, Rose. Number 3, Ellen Foster. Number 4, Chelsea Blackburn. And number 5, Jamie Love. So not outside the realm of possibility that Rose will be the woman to take on Monique Simmons the next time she defends her women's title in about 2 weeks. The WITM World Heavyweight Champion is James Collison, number contender Kalina Mahiai, number 2, the Nightmare Drake, number 3, Matt Olson, number 4, Captain Casey, number 5, Drago Lycan, number 6, Tyson Adams, number 7, Loopy Dippy. So now we move on to week 2. We know that we will see Jack and Dylan Hayes of the Blood Brothers take on Heavy Metal and the defending champions, the Bikers, for the WITM tag titles. Will we see Captain Casey and or the Generation in action next week as well? Let's find out. Okay, so our match we have in September 2018, week 2, is this huge tag team matchup. The WITM tag team titles on the line, and it will be in a tables, ladders, and chairs triple threat tag team match with the top 2 contenders to the WITM tag titles. Number 2, the Blood Brothers, who defeated the Texas Revolution last week, turned this opportunity, and so let's get this matchup underway. The Bikers defending the WITM tag titles against both Heavy Metal and Blood Brothers. The titles literally hanging in the balance, as this is a TLC triple threat tag team match. And just a quick note before we get into the match, Heavy Metal debuting a new entrance theme, Come On Feel the Noise by Quiet Riot. I thought it fit a little bit better than their previous theme. So just a quick note there before we get to the entrances to the match. Let's see those entrances and then get the match underway.
Something wrong, something right, something missing. Something black, something light, something different. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way? Something black, something light, something different. Something wrong, something right, something missing. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way? Noise in my head, ringing through and echoing. Simple things just take too long.
Six-man tag team matches are always chaotic.
There's the bell. This TLC Triple Threat Tag Team match with the tag titles hanging in the balance is underway. Tables, ladders, chairs, all in play. And of course, to become champion, one of your members must retrieve the titles hanging above the ring. Jack wasting no time bringing a table into play and bringing it into the ring. Chair brought in play as well. That's currently possessed by Axel Wildside, who cracks it across the back of Dylan Hayes, and now the legs. And the legs again. Meanwhile, Jack is focusing on Death, one half of the defending tag team champions, the Bikers. Dylan plunges Axel Wildside of Heavy Metal into the top turnbuckle. Meanwhile, Demon and Matthew Hammond are fighting on the outside of the table, now possessed by Jack. Dylan sent to the outside by Axel Wildside. Jack using the table as a weapon to target Death of the Bikers. Dylan sent back to the ring by Wildside, who is now in possession of a chair, and cracks saddle on the legs of Dylan Hayes. Now it's Dylan Hayes tossing the chair into the head of Wildside and slamming him onto the legs of the chair. And a clothesline to Demon. Hammond trying a choke slam on Jack Hayes. That's going to be reversed. Jack going to show him now it's done now with a choke slam of his own. Dylan has Demon in the corner. Jack just accidentally did a hip toss on his own tag team partner, Dylan Hayes.
This could be dangerous.
Dylan now in control of a table and sets it up in the corner. Here comes Axel Wildside after him. Dylan sent into the table that he set up. Wildside going to try to powerbomb him into the table. And the table just kind of warps to the center of the ring. Okay. And glitches through the bottom of the ring to the outside. Jack now forces Death up to his feet. And things are chaotic now with a chair, ladder, and table all in play. Dylan sent to the apron by Axel Wildside from Versus. He gets back into the ring. Back body drop by Dylan Hayes to Axel Wildside. Jack now brings the ladder into play, but Axel Wildside quickly breaks that up. Now it's Dylan Hayes in control of the ladder with Axel Wildside, the only other man in the ring, but here comes Death of the champions, the Bikers. Jack now in control of a chair. That's broken up by Wildside, and Jack sent to the apron to try to recover.
He's looking at it.
One member of each team currently inside the ring. There's a code breaker from Death, and he's going to be the first man to try to ascend the ladder and retrieve the tag titles that they are defending. Here comes Dylan Hayes. That light fixture kind of in a bad spot, blocking our view of the action on top of the ring. Doing their best to call it. As Dylan and Death continue to fight on that top turnbuckle, it's going to be Death sending Dylan off the ladder. Will he retrieve the tag titles? Looks like everybody else is distracted. This is a great opportunity. Jack accidentally, as he was launching himself for the suicide dive, took out the ladder. Otherwise, we would have likely seen the Bikers retain their tag team titles. Now it's Axel Wildside of Heavy Metal setting up the ladder. Death is there waiting. Now they fight inside the ring. Meanwhile, Jack focuses on the other half of the defending champions, Demon, on the outside. Matthew Hammond there as well. Dylan Hayes trying to recover. Jack taking out Matthew Hammond at the moment. Demon currently out of play. Wildside is going to try to send the ladder, but here comes Dylan Hayes. As he sends the ladder as well, it's going to be Wildside and Dylan Hayes fighting on the top of the ladder. Dylan with some heavy rights, Wildside responding with some of his own. Wildside sent tumbling down, opportunity for Dylan Hayes. Here comes Matthew Hammond of Heavy Metal. Dylan still on top of the ladder, but groggy. And Death is going to powerbomb him off of the ladder.
He's playing with him now.
3 men are down, 2 men in the ring. Demon looking to take flight on Jack. And Jack is able to evade.
Back inside the ring now.
Dylan is able to clear the ring of Death, but Matthew Hammond has now ascended the ladder. Here comes Dylan to try to stop him. And they fight on the top of the ladder.
The six-man tag team match certainly seems to be getting the best of it.
Dylan forces Hammond off the ladder straight into a chair. Here comes Demon, forcing Hayes off of the ladder. Meanwhile, Jack trying to fight off both Death and Axel Wildside on the outside. Dylan Hayes forced to the apron. And now Demon is going to try to ascend that ladder. Dylan right back into the ring. There's Jack as well. And Jack is going to catch Demon midair and powerbomb him. And the ladder knocked out of position as well. All 6 men now, for the first time since the beginning of this match, in the ring. Wildside currently in possession of the ladder as Jackson tumbling on the outside and Dylan Hayes is sent to the apron. Someone has been busted open. That is Dylan Hayes of the Blood Brothers. Demon, the only man inside the ring, and he's going to try to set up the ladder and retain the tag team titles. Good opportunity with all 3 men, all 4 of his opponents down. The only other man standing is his tag team partner, Death.
Tag team match. Oftentimes,
Here comes Heavy Metal.
just eat their way into the action.
Dylan Hayes on the ring as well. Axel Wildside ascends the ladder. Demon pushes down, or rather, Dylan pushes down the ladder, and down goes Wildside and Demon.
Championship match. Nobody wants to lose this.
Matthew Hammond and Dylan Hayes, the only men inside the ring right now. Here comes Demon and Death. Dylan clears the ring of Hammond, but now both members of the Bikers in the ring with weapons. Demon tries to set up the ladder, but that's going to be broken up by Jack Hayes, who made his way into the ring to help his tag team partner. Now Jack, the only man in the ring and has control of the ladder. Here comes both members of the Bikers as well as his tag team partner Dylan Hayes. Demon sent to the outside. Hammond takes out Dylan Hayes with a steel chair. Jack was on the outside to try to fight Demon. All 6 men now outside the ring. Hammond cracks a chair right over the head, right on the head of Jack Hayes, and that's going to bust him open. Both members of the Blood Brothers now bleeding. Jack forced back into the ring.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Demon and Axel Wildside now in the ring as well, fighting over the ladder. Enziguri from Wildside is going to take out Demon. Jack now to his feet. And he takes possession of the ladder. Because he uses as a weapon but misses. And that shot will connect. Now Demon forced into the table. And Jack sends Demon headfirst into the table, taking one half of the defending tag team champions out of play for a while, but he's center ring, which is a problem because that's where the ladder needs to go, which is currently in possession of Axel Wildside. which he's using as a weapon. See most of the face paint knocked off of him. Both members of the Blood Brothers currently in the ring right now. Jack Hayes now in possession of the ladder. Dylan Hayes heavily bleeding. He heads to the outside. Jack now sets up the ladder, but is taken out with a chair shot from Death.
Looks like another victory for the champ, Michael. Oh, nasty impact.
Dylan Hayes now back into the ring. As the Blood Brothers try to fight off Matthew Hammond and Death. Jack clears the ring and he will now ascend the ladder. He's got a great opportunity with everybody down and distracted. Dylan Hayes clearing out all the opponents on the outside. Great opportunity for the Blood Brothers. Here comes Axel Wildside. Just in the nick of time ascending to the top of that ladder. Hops back down and the Blood Brothers become the WITM Tag Team Champions.
These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look. Yeah, he's
Something wrong, something right, something missing. Something black, something light, something different. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way? Something black, something
Here are your
light,
winners
something
and the
different.
new
Something wrong, something
Tag
right, something
Team
missing.
Champions,
Don't you ever
the
feel
Legend
you
Killer,
need to
Jack
speak to me
Hayes,
that way?
and the Terror, Dylan Hayes, the Blood Brothers.
All this noise in my head, ringing through and echoing.
Following the Blood Brothers Tag Team title victory, Corey confronts their leader, Captain Casey, backstage. Casey, your boys are impressive out there. And it's not just me that is impressed, Triple H is impressed as well. So much so, they want to see all three of you in tag team action next week at NXT. Congratulations. Alright, so the Blood Brothers have received the call they have been waiting for. The Blood Brothers, Captain Casey, Jack, and Dylan Hayes will compete next week in a tag team match on NXT. But there's a certain leader of a rival stable that isn't so happy to hear that news. Aaron Danger now confronts Corey. What does he have to say? Where's our opportunity, Corey? Where's the Generations' opportunity? This whole past month, Zims and I have watched literally every other tag team in WITM receive opportunity after opportunity, while Zims and I are forced to sit on our behinds and watch them. Well, we're sick of it. We want the same chance the Blood Brothers are getting. Give us one good reason why we can't have it. Corey responds to Aaron Danger. Aaron, I honestly don't have a good reason. Your opportunities may have been a little bit more limited than the rest of the division, but you fight tooth and nail every match you do get, and have been impressive. So next week, I'll see the four of you in action as well at NXT. You, Zims, and Matt Olson will be in tag team action, and Rose will compete against a member of NXT's women's division. Congratulations. Alright, so we have finally reached likely the climax of WIT in the Prequel Chapter 3, with all three members of the Blood Brothers receiving an NXT tryout match against an NXT tag team or stable, and all four members of the Generation in action, with the three men competing in tag team action as well, and Rose receiving a singles match against a member of NXT's women's division. Okay, and as promised, we are going to have 3 WWE tryout matches taking place on an edition of NXT featuring the members of the Blood Brothers and the Generation. First up, we are going to have some women's action as Rose of the Generation is going to be taking on the sassy Southern Belle, Lacey Evans, who, with this being, I believe, September 2018, was part of NXT still at the time, of course, now part of the SmackDown roster, on the main roster. And then we'll see the men of the Generation, Aaron Danger, Zims, and Matt Olson, taking on perhaps the most decorated tag team in the history of NXT, the Undisputed Era. Of course, led by Adam Cole, and then also represented by the, at the time, NXT Tag Team Champions, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. I believe Bobby Fish was injured at this time. And then in the main event, it's going to be the Blood Brothers, the current reigning WITM Tag Team Champions, taking on the Forgotten Sons, Jackson Riker, Steve Cutler, and Wesley Blake, who in real life just got called up to SmackDown. Of course, at this point in time, they were part of NXT. So let's go ahead and jump into our first WWE tryout match on this NXT, Rose versus Lacey Evans, in women's action, Rose trying to earn herself a WWE contract.
Test my reality, check if there's a weak spot. Clinging to insanity in hopes the world will ease up. Try and make it look like it's
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois.
Some of you never learn to drop the act. So under that skin of yours, a heart attack. Cause everybody's so scared, we don't wanna go there. We don't wanna make a move, we got our lives to lose. Living in the dark while we just play our part. We're all alone, like I don't know what's going on. Somebody make a move, somebody make a move. Please somebody make a move. We all know what's going on. And if I had the answers, I'd have written them out so I can tell you what to do and what this thing is about. But all I've ever learned comes secondhand, and I dare not preach what I don't understand. So traditional. It's unconditional. I'm watching for you.
South
I've got your
Carolina,
number.
Lacey
Yeah, I don't think
Evans.
you're ready. Don't speak. Now mind your manners and be respectful. You better keep it steady. Don't be jealous 'cause they like what they see. You say I'm devilish, but it's not what it seems. It comes so natural, can't take it from me. Like a lady, act like a lady. So traditional. Traditional. Like a lady, act like a lady. It's unconditional. Unconditional.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't
There's the bell. This match is underway. Will Rose be able to do impress enough to earn herself a WWE contract and perhaps even beat Lacey Evans, who at this time was part of NXT? As we go into WITM Season 6, will be where she is in real life on the SmackDown roster. Could potentially be a woman that Rose sees again in future WITM seasons. Evans trying to show off a little bit with that somersault or cartwheel. Rose with a reversal.
What grace! Float over into the
There's a DDT by Rose.
nasty.
And a stomp to the back. Of course, Rose, during her time in the WITM Indy, pretty intense rivalries with Monique Simmons and her name escapes me at the moment. Queen Kitty, there we go. in WITM Team Season 5, she had a pretty intense rivalry right here in NXT with Shayna Baszler. You'll have to wonder when she gets into the WWE as a contracted wrestler what kind of career she's going to have. You've seen her kind of a back and forth career so far in the indie. Just going to see what her WWE future holds for her. We do know part of that future is that in WITM Season 6 she will have an NXT Women's Championship opportunity against our champion heading into Season 6, the head baddie in charge, Mia Yim. So that would be definitely a match to look forward to early on in WITM Season 6. But will this be where she officially earns a WWE contract? And perhaps becomes the first member of the generation to officially get signed. Here's Evans with a neck breaker. And a stomp to the head. And another. Rose with a reversal so far, holding her own against an NXT superstar. Now submission targeting the head of Evans.
No, she escapes it.
And Evans is able to break the hold. And there's an Irish whip into the corner. Knee to the gut of Rose. And now head first, forcing her up to her feet. Series of knees to the back by Evans, who goes for cover. And Rose powers out right away.
Seem to be just testing the waters a bit there. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
Now Rose with a Hurricane Rana forces Evans up to her feet. Irish up into the corner.
She shows signs of life.
And Evans reverses with an elbow.
She is on fire.
And that's a great offensive maneuver by Evans that nearly puts Rose away. Evans with the salute. Of course, she has a background in the United States military. Now slamming the head of Rose into the canvas. Rose now forced up to her feet.
What a treat we have.
Irish up into the ropes and arm drag by Evans. Evans misses with the grapple attempt, but does connect with a kick to the chest. Women's right connects. The finisher of Lacey Evans has put away quite a few women on the WWE roster, but it will not yet put away Rose, and Evans is in shock that her devastating finisher, the women's right, was not enough to put away a rookie having her tryout match. But now Evans showing off a little bit, using Rose's body to do push-ups, and now taunting her again, flexing.
Oh man, she's rolling now.
There's a reversal by Rose. Rose taking advantage of Evans' cockiness and getting a reversal, but here's Evans back on the attack with a pile driver from behind. And still Rose powers out. Rose showing good resiliency, but right now it is Lacey Evans in control.
That wasn't even close to
and Rose again with that resiliency, powering out at just one. Evans in shock. There's an uppercut from Rose. Swinging neckbreaker connects. Rose trying to get the support of the fans. She hopes to wrestle in front of on a regular basis from now on the NXT universe. Now looking for the belly to belly, but that is going to be reversed by Evans. Now Rose forcing a working hold position. And Rose pulling out a move of Queen Kitty's. I believe Lacey Evans may have been watching some of the WITM Indie, because that is a signature move of Queen Kitty's that has put Rose away in the prequel. That devastating straitjacket where Rose is pretty much forced to choke herself out. Rose, very familiar with that move, is able to break the hold and once again seeks the support of the NXT fans.
She's looking at it.
Evans grabbing Rose by her hair and throwing her across the ring. Now a stomp to the back and a stomp to the back of the neck. And another. And another. Rose forced up to her feet. Evans again for the third time looking for that back pile driver, and that will connect. Very, very nearly putting Rose away. But again, showing that great resiliency. Evans now frustrated, starting to possibly play dirty, removing the top turnbuckle, now setting up for the women's right. And a second women's right connects. Evans goes for cover. And that is going to put Rose away. Rose showing good resiliency, but struggling in the second half of the match. Did she show enough to earn herself a WWE contract?
So traditional. It's unconditional. 1, 2, I'm marching for you. I've got your number. Yeah, I don't think you're ready. Don't speak. Now mind your manners and be respectful. You better keep it steady. Don't be jealous 'cause they like what they see.
Here is your winner,
You say I'm devilish, but it's not what it seems. It comes so natural, can't take it from me. Like a lady, act like a lady. So traditional. Traditional. Like a lady, act like a lady.
Okay, so following her WWE tryout match, it was unfortunately a loss to NXT superstar Lacey Evans. Rose is approached by Stephanie McMahon backstage. Has she done enough to earn a WWE contract? Let's listen and hear what Stephanie McMahon has to say to Rose backstage. Rose, I'm going to be honest with you. That wasn't the best WWE tryout match we've seen before. But what we did see was resiliency and refusal to give up. And that goes a long way here in the WWE. I think me and my husband, Triple H, are going to need a little more time to think about whether or not we should sign you. So, please hang tight until after the Men of the Generation have their tag team match, and we will inform the Generation's leader, Aaron Danger, of our decision later this evening. Alright, so Rose is going to have to probably very anxiously wait and see until after the Men of their Generation have their tag team match next to learn whether or not she is officially a part of WWE or not. And now speaking of that tag team match for the Men of the
The
Generation,
rest of the card should be every bit as good as the last match, too. On tap next, some 6-man tag team action.
shut up, Michael Cole. Speaking of the Men of the Generation, that is our next WWE tryout match. Is going to see Aaron Danger, Zims, and Matt Olson, the Generation, taking on, as I mentioned before, probably the most decorated tag team in the history of NXT thus far, Adam Cole, who has been NXT champion before, as well as at the time, this being, I believe, September 2018, the reigning NXT tag team champions, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era. Bobby Fish of the Undisputed Era was injured at this time. Important match for the whole of the Generation, not just for the men, but Rose, who just had her tryout match herself, also part of the Generation, will be, I'm sure, in gorilla position, paying close attention to this match, awaiting to hear what her fate is in regards to a WWE contract. So with that said, let's get this 6-man tag underway. It's the Men of the Generation versus 3/4 of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong.
War is coming swiftly, the border's closing in. We're a company of soldiers, men 40 rifles strong. All alone, stand alone. at hand. As the blitzkrieg's pushing harder, the war is all around.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring,
Fight all
at a
raging days
combined weight of
around. No one's on our
820
side.
pounds,
You will fight for
for
all until
Aaron
the bullets are
Danger,
gone.
the Anarchist,
We will resist and fight.
and the superstar, Matt Danger, the Generation.
We take up arms and fight. Fight on. Resist and do what's right. No matter our fighting, the numbers will still count. We're outgunned and few in numbers. We're doomed to flag or fail. We fought hard, held our ground. But when captured by the excess and forced to tell the truth, we will tell it with a smile. We will surprise them with a laugh. We are on. We were on. We were told to hold the border, and that is what we did. Onward, word orders in despite of our foe. We will resist and fight. Fight hard, 'cause we are all inside. We take up arms and fight. Fight hard, resist and do what's right. Gloria folkets miles, det ber man closing in. Adversor ettermot. Shock the system.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 605 pounds, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, the Undisputed Era.
There's the bell. This WWE Trial match for the Generation against the Undisputed Era is underway. It is going to be leader versus leader to start this match out. Aaron Danger, the leader of the Generation, and Adam Cole, the leader of the Undisputed Era. And if you paid close attention in Season 5, you'll know that these men had a rivalry very early on in Aaron Danger's career. Aaron Danger was the first member of the Generation to make an appearance in WITM as part of the Worlds Collide tournament that featured talent from NXT, NXT UK, and 205 Live. Aaron Danger beat his first three opponents and made it all the way to the final, where his opponent was Adam Cole. And Adam Cole went on to defeat Aaron Danger, ending his incredible debut run. And of course, they've been rivals and fought over that NXT North American title. You just saw Adam Cole carry to the ring for most of Aaron Danger's time in WITM Season 5. Now, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions at the time, Kyle O'Reilly, is the legal man for the Undisputed Era. Aaron Danger is still legal for the Generation. O'Reilly dragged closer to the Generations corner.
In May of 2017, the WWE
And there's a stomp to the arm of O'Reilly. Reversal by O'Reilly.
The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro,
Zim's now the legal man for the Generation.
in with their impromptu tag team partners.
And O'Reilly plunged into the knee of Zim's, now stomping away at the leg. O'Reilly definitely seems to be in some pain.
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members in the six-man match.
There's a stomp to the back,
Parties against
and
Sheamus
Zims comes off the rope
Both
with
teams
an axe handle. O'Reilly's going to head to the outside. Probably not very smart, as there is Aaron Danger waiting right there at ringside.
Hardy Boys.
And they're going to utilize the numbers game to take down O'Reilly, but he is able to reverse.
2017's WrestleMania.
Now O'Reilly has Zims up against the barricade and slams him into it.
Dean Ambrose.
Now Zims forced up to his feet. Here comes O'Reilly with a series of strikes. Zims responds with one of his own. O'Reilly sent into the steel steps. They continue to fight on the outside. This is not a no disqualification match. You have to wonder if this match were in Via Cana, how that would affect the Generation's chances of being signed. Zims makes his way back to the ring. O'Reilly is still grogging outside. Zims is actually going to head to the outside and break the count. Probably realized that winning via countout probably wouldn't be the most impressive way to earn a WWE contract, and decided to break that count. But here comes O'Reilly, Irish whipping Zims across ringside, and there's a kick to the hip and a stomp to the shoulder. Zims forced up to his feet near the Undisputed Era corner and into the ring post. Now Zims forced up to his feet. Irish whip into the ring post again. For a regular tag team match, this is not a no DQ match. This has turned to a tag team war, and this match is going to end via a double countout. Well, I think this match is going to have to continue, especially considering we didn't even see all three members of the Generation wrestle, so we're going to try this again and ring the bell and restart this match. Let's try this again. The bell has rung once again. Same two men to start off the match. Aaron Danger and Adam Cole.
Settle in, guys. This is going to be a blast to watch.
Danger with a clothesline is going to take the fighting right back outside. We're right back where we left off. So this time it's Danger and Cole, the leaders of their respective teams, that are doing the fighting on the outside. I believe we may see the beginning. Well, we are seeing the beginnings of the intense rivalry between Aaron Danger and Adam Cole that comes to a head in about 4 months from where we are in the timeline, when Danger enters the Worlds Collide tournament and is defeated by Cole in the finals, which you can see in our most viewed WITM episode ever, the Worlds Collide tournament that took place in WITM Season 5, that Aaron Danger made his WITM debut
There's no
in.
way around it.
Danger now forced back to the ring and joined by Cole. Danger forced up to his feet. Irish whip, and Cole taunting his opponent as Danger in a bad position in the Undisputed Era corner. In comes Kyle O'Reilly, and the double backstabber connects. Danger reverses with an arm drag. DDT connects. O'Reilly forced up to his feet into the Generations corner. And in comes Matt Olson, entering this match for the first time. If you count the first half that ended in a double countout. Olson with a nice springboard elbow. There's O'Reilly with an uppercut. Irish whip into the corner, clothesline by O'Reilly. Olson forced to his feet, reverses with a punch. O'Reilly forcing the fireman's carry position and planted straight into the canvas. Now Olsen rolls over O'Reilly and slams his hand into the canvas. Stop to the shoulder. Reversal by O'Reilly. Olsen forced up to his feet.
You have until the referee's count of 5.
Ash up into the Undisputed Era corner as Cole is going to get a shot in, and now becomes the legal man. First a double team attack. It's going to be a double roundhouse to the gut, and there's another roundhouse to the back. Enziguri by Cole.
Do not wait for a bell to ring.
Rear clothesline by Olsen.
We see how Adam Cole looks for an opening.
Ash up into the Generation corner.
And when he senses a weakness
in comes Aaron Danger, once again the legal man. But first a double team attack. Pile driver and diving kick from Olsen. That's a pretty devastating double team maneuver.
One has to be ready for anything at any time. Would you agree with that, Corey? It's about time.
Cole forcing the fireman's carry position. And there is a kick to the head of Cole.
Inside those ropes,
now Cole forced back up to his feet.
At its finest, and don't you ever forget that. I'm really looking forward.
There's some elbow strikes to the gut.
Tonight, but I've always wondered if
and airship into the Undisputed Era corner.
Figure it out,
Danger trying to fight him away from that corner and is forced into a different corner where Cole will repeatedly slam his head into the top turnbuckle.
Byron, I probably shouldn't even
both
your dumb theory.
Olsen and Zims want that emergency tag, but Danger can't quite get there and is forced into the Undisputed Era corner where he is busted open by Cole. Cole connects with a brainbuster into his knee.
Is exactly what Adam Cole was waiting for. Oh, he knows when to pick his spots.
Cole with a wicked looking submission. It's like a variation of a figure 4 leg lock. And that hold is going to be broken. But now Cole looking for a finisher. And that is going to be reversed. Great job by Aaron Danger to reverse the finisher of the leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole. Here comes Danger with a signature maneuver of his own, the Danger Stomp.
He's got to capitalize now.
Now going for a cover. Cole powers out at 2. Now Kyle O'Reilly, not the legal man, but still going after Danger regardless. Olsen providing a distraction, actually, in a way, helping out in the Undisputed Era, as had the referee caught that interference from O'Reilly, it may have led to a disqualification. Definitely not what Olsen was intending, but kind of what happened. There's another brainbuster into the knee by Cole. Danger forced into the corner.
Yeah, but it looks to me like he wants to do this himself.
Panama Sunrise connects. Cole goes for cover, and that's going to be broken up at 2 by Olsen. Now Cole busted open, and that's going to cause him to make a tag to Roderick Strong, as already with just that one shot, pretty heavy blood loss for Adam Cole. Now Strong drags Danger closer to the Undisputed Era corner, actually closer to center ring. And still dragging him. Strong going for a dirty pin. And Danger powers out at 2. Now Zims doing as O'Reilly did earlier, attacking an opponent despite not being the legal man. Strong forced on the ropes.
6-man tag team match.
Drop kick by Danger. Danger has been in this match the majority of the time for the Generation. Right on cue, he must have heard me. Makes the tag to Zims, who I believe enters the match as the legal man for the first time, other than that first half that ended by double counter. Strong is able to reverse and connects with a knife hand chop to the back. Leads Zims into the Undisputed Era corner, and in comes Kyle O'Reilly, who immediately goes for a submission.
Is he done?
Single arm and leg lock, and broken up fairly quickly by Zims. Now Zims reverses with an arm drag. And a huge right from Zims is going to send O'Reilly down to the canvas, but he responds with an arm drag of his own. There's an elbow strike from O'Reilly. And huge suplex launching Zims across the ring. O'Reilly now starting to get fired up. There's an Irish whip into the Undisputed Era corner. O'Reilly misses the attack, and Irish whip is going to send O'Reilly into the Generation corner. In comes Matt Olson for a tag and double team maneuver. As the head of O'Reilly sent straight into the bottom of the boots of Olson. Cole on the emergency tag, and O'Reilly can't quite get there, but will reverse with an enziguri.
At any point during this match.
O'Reilly trying to lead Olson back to his own corner, can't go all the way, and so will kick him in the back and tag in Roderick Strong. Olson forced back up to his feet by Strong. Irish whip into the ropes.
2016, the New Day
And
found themselves
Olson evades the knee and connects with a running bulldog, but misses with a stomp. Knife hand chop from Strong. Irish whip into the Undisputed Era corner, and the corner attack connects. Strong misses with the elbow. Connects with the reverse DDT. Strong taunting his opponent. And a kick straight to the head. Strong now forces Olson to his feet. There's an Irish whip into the Undisputed Era corner, and the running knee is going to miss. And gives Olson an opening to lead Strong into the Generations corner. Can't quite get him all the way, so we'll just kick him in the back and make a tag to Zims.
battering rams. New Day versus the Wyatts at the
Zims forces Strong up to his feet. Goes for a huge roundhouse that's going to be evaded by Strong, but Zims will connect with a spine buster, and Strong reverses. Zims forced up to his feet. Irish whip into the Undisputed Era corner. Running knee misses yet again. Strong is able to reverse with a leg sweep. Strong now looking for a finisher. And that's going to be reversed by Zims with a body splash. Undisputed Era wants the emergency tag and gets it. Adam Cole, now the legal man, caught mid drop kick by Zims, who now has insult to injury, stomping with the groin of Cole, who's already busted open. And there's a reversal by Cole. Huge big boot connects. Super kick connects. Axe handle connects. And stomp to the ankle. Reversal by Zims.
Considering all the damage he was able to inflict.
Reversal by Cole. Irish whip into the corner. And in comes Kyle O'Reilly for a tag and double team maneuver. And the axe handle to the arm connects. Now O'Reilly tugging the leg. Danger and Olson want a emergency tag, but Zims can't quite get there, but is able to reverse. But misses with a stomp. O'Reilly connects with a suplex. Zims forced up to his feet. Brainbuster connects.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
And a submission locked in. Pulling back the arms of Zims as far as he can. Trying to neutralize some of that power of Zims. But he breaks the hold fairly quickly and reverses with an uppercut. Now O'Reilly with a series of strikes. Now attacking the arm of Zims. Definitely make a target of those arms, as I said, trying to neutralize Zims' power. Yet again, going after that arm. Good technical offense shown by Kyle O'Reilly.
He's not going to
Now looking for a finisher.
Wearing down the opponent, but he's running on fumes.
Wicked finisher. It's a submission, but Zims has O'Reilly up in the air and powerbombs him mid-submission. Great awareness there by Zims. And there's a clothesline in the corner. Zims heads to the apron. Springboard splash connects.
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
Zims goes for cover. Do the Generation win their WWE tryout. They very nearly get the victory, but O'Reilly powers out at 2.5. Now Zims sent on the outside. And just as they did for the first half of this match, they fight on the outside. Hopefully it won't result in another count out. But even with another count out, this has been quite a good tag team match between the Generation looking to earn WWE contracts in the Undisputed Era, who I'm sure are trying to avoid the embarrassment of losing to an indie tag team, especially considering just how successful Undisputed Era has been in NXT. Sam slams the knee of O'Reilly into the canvas. Huge elbow connects. And a reverse DDT. Strong with the emergency tag. O'Reilly can't quite get there. Submission locked in and broken up by O'Reilly.
There's plenty more work for him to do here.
Zims connects with the last ride, but he is starting to show signs of exhaustion. Can he capitalize? As he wisely drags O'Reilly as close to the Generation corner as he can. Surprisingly, rather than going for a pin following the last ride, he instead makes a tag to Matt Olson, who connects with an elbow. O'Reilly reverses with an arm drag. And now attacks the arm. Submission locked in. Armbar. And broken up. Roderick Strong, now the legal man for Undisputed Era. Stomp to the back of the leg. And stomp to the back. Stomp to the gut. Strong once again taunting his opponents.
Guys, it's got to be instinct that keeping these 6 competitors going.
And there's a reversal by Olsen. Strong forced to his feet. Spine buster from Olsen.
Man, I wonder if Strong can survive this.
Strong forced up to his feet, but reverses with an arm drag. Olsen misses the grapple, but connects with a spear. Strong forced up, reversal by Strong. Olsen simply throws Strong across the ring into the corner, and now stomping away. Olsen also starting to show some signs of exhaustion, but looking for the Olsen smash.
Counter here.
And that's going to be reversed by Strong. Submission locked in. Sharpshooter. And it's locked in well. Olsen trying desperately to get to the ropes, but is able to break the hold. There's a neck breaker. Strong forced up to his feet. Irish up into the Generation corner.
Tagged in.
And in comes Zims for a double team maneuver. It's another pile driver, ending with a stomp to the head, but that puts Strong in position to make the emergency tag to Kyle O'Reilly as a big boot connects. Zims with an hour strip into the Generation corner. Clothesline by Zims. O'Reilly forced up to his feet.
Oh boy, he is rolling. O'Reilly just
And a brainbuster attempt is going to be reversed by O'Reilly, who busts open Zims.
set him up.
Russian leg sweep connects. Arm drag. And O'Reilly, as he loves to do, targeting the arm, arm bar locked in.
This has been a rule.
Zims rolls out of the way to avoid the stomp, but Irish Whip is successful into the Undisputed Era corner. O'Reilly bides his time. Probably trying to give Roderick Strong some time to return to the Undisputed Era's corner.
As a WWE superstar, if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt.
And as soon as Zims starts to stir, O'Reilly locks in a submission. And it's locked in well. Zims once again is able to lift O'Reilly up and powerbomb him into the canvas. Now Cole and Strong taking turns getting their shots in on Zims, which leads to a cover from O'Reilly. And with somewhat of a cheap move, all three members of Undisputed Era getting a shot in. That was going to lead to an Undisputed Era victory in this tryout match for the Generation.
This was another great moment. Look at him. Every single minute of
Here are your winners, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, the Undisputed Era.
Alright, following that great tag team war between the Generation and the Undisputed Era, Aaron Danger, leader of the Generation, is approached backstage by Triple H. Has the Generation, between the men's tag match and Rose's singles match, done enough to earn themselves WWE contracts? Let's find out from Triple H as he addresses Aaron Danger. Aaron, it's unfortunate that you, Zims, and Matt Olson took the loss out there, but the good news is that any indie stable that can take the Undisputed Era to those links is worthy of a WWE contract. As for Rose, while she did crack a little under the pressure tonight in her tryout match, her resiliency she showed tonight and refusal to stay down, as well as the ability she showed in WITM, has earned her a WWE contract as well. So congratulations to all four of you. So, troops. Alright, so the Generations prequel has concluded. They have been. We know that Aaron Danger was the first member of the Generation to appear in WITM Season 5 when he took part in the Worlds Collide tournament and defeated TJP, Humberto Carrillo, and Jordan Devlin before meeting Adam Cole in the finals and unfortunately becoming the runner-up and losing to Cole in the final. He'd be joined shortly after by Zims and Rose. Matt Olson actually has yet to make his WWE debut. We've seen him wrestle for the first time here in the prequel. He will, however, be a part of the Generation in WITM Season 6, making his WWE debut. So, we have now concluded the prequel for the Generation. We now turn our attention to the Blood Brothers.
main event, folks. Here we go. On tap next, some six-man tag team action.
Who will compete in that match and of course looking to earn themselves WWE contracts as well in what could be our final match of WITM the Prequel. So let's get underway. It's the Blood Brothers, Captain Casey, as well as the WITM Tag Team Champions, Jack and Dylan Hayes, versus the Forgotten Sons, Jackson Riker, Steve Cutler, and Wesley Blake.
Something wrong, something right, something missing. Something black, something light, something different. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way? Something black, something light, something different. Something wrong, something right, something missing. Don't you ever feel you need to
The
speak
following
to
contest
me that
is
way?
scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 671 pounds, the champion, the Samurai, Casey, the Legend Killer, Jack Hayes, and the Terror, Dylan
All this
Hayes,
noise in my
the Blood
head,
Brothers.
ringing through and echoing. Simple things just take too long, long, long. It's not like I'm not listening, but you just keep on flipping it. And maybe one day I'll be gone, gone, gone. Something wrong, something right, something missing. Something black, something light, something different. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way? Something black, something light, something different. Something wrong, something right, something missing. Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way? To me that way.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 712 pounds, Jackson Ryan, Steve Colbert, and Wesley Blake.
Here we go again. 3-on-3 action underway now.
There's the bell, the six-man tag, and WWE tryout match for the Blood Brothers is underway. Captain Casey, the leader of the Blood Brothers, gets things started for the Blood Brothers. Jackson Riker is going to start things off for the Forgotten Sons, who at this point in time, being late 2018, were part of NXT. Just a few days ago in real life, called up to SmackDown Live in real life. Casey tries to force Riker anyway into the Blood Brothers corner, but Riker's going to fight that off with a series of elbows.
The result is complete chaos, and all six superstars duking.
Now Riker tries to force Casey
outside the ring
to the Forgotten Sons corner, but he fights it off with a series of elbows to the guts.
In the ring during that time, you must
Casey
return to the ring before you
connects with a neck breaker.
or risk being counted out.
Now drags Riker closer to center, or rather to the Blood Brothers corner.
In six-man tag matches, when
Can't
all
drag him
semblance
any
of order
further,
breaks
but
down,
makes the tag to
sometimes the two teams
Dylan
are
Hayes.
determined to tear each other apart, that they don't pay attention to who the legal person in the ring is, or where the referee is in their 10 count.
Hayes misses with a stomp, but connects with punches in the corner. Captain Casey tagged right back in for a double team attack as he gets in a shot of his own.
If you
Riker is able to reverse with a gut kick.
Count it out and be the reason your team.
Huge Irish whip sends Casey into the Forgotten Sons corner. And there's a reversal by Casey, probably avoiding attack and double team maneuver. There's a series of leg kicks by Casey. There's an Irish whip into the corner. And Dylan Hayes, once again the legal man. Frequent tags so far as a strategy for the Blood Brothers. There's a double team attack. Stomp to the back of the leg, stomp to the back. Riker forced into a seated position as Hayes goes to work on the head of Riker. There's an elbow drop.
Looks to me like he's starting to feel the pressure, guys.
I'm not at all surprised to see him struggling a bit here.
Reversal by Riker. He hits to his corner, elected to make the tag. And in comes Steve Cutler.
Starting to turn this thing around. You can bet he'll take a hit in next week's WWE.
Cutler connects with a clothesline, but that barely phases Dylan Hayes. There's a reversal by Hayes with a series of gut punches.
Setting him up.
Now Hayes plunging Cutler into his knees. Cutler is able to roll all the way to avoid the stomp, and there's an Irish strip into the Forgotten Sons corner. But Hayes with a reversal and sends Cutler into the Blood Brothers corner. In comes Casey for a tag and double team maneuver. Casey connects. There's a reversal by Cutler. Casey forced up to his feet. Irish whip into the Forgotten Sons corner. In comes Jackson Riker for a tag and double team maneuver.
Or in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function.
Stomp to the back. Stomp to the back once again. Casey forced up to his feet. Irish up into Forgotten Sons corner.
Corey, earlier you told me the members of the six-man team have differences.
Irish up into the Blood Brothers corner.
If the team can't
And in comes Dylan Hayes for a tag and double team maneuver.
someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together. Well, that's easier said than he's not going to go quietly.
There's a reversal by Riker. And a gut kick. Huge Orton-style backbreaker from Riker.
Just ended this. Absolutely punishing. He's starting to show
The
signs
knee of Hayes sent into the canvas as Riker taunts him a bit.
meat in the
So
ring.
once again going after that knee. There's a stomp to the knee. Riker is definitely making the target of that knee of Dylan Hayes.
Match, which makes me think he still has plenty of fight left in him.
Not connecting with the Falcon Arrow. Hayes dragged closer center ring. And a stomp to the head. A series of stomps to the head, rather, from Riker, who's now looking for a finisher.
He might have it.
Last ride connects. Riker goes for cover, center ring. That's been broken up by Jack, who Riker will suplex into the ring right on top of Dylan Hayes, his brother. And that's going to provoke Dylan a bit. But Riker remains on the attack, because right now it is the Forgotten Sons, and specifically Jackson Riker, firmly in control. There's Dylan Hayes with a series of elbows to reverse and a series of rights. Stomp to the back of the leg. Riker rolls all the way to avoid another stomp. And forces Hayes into a seated position where he kicks him in the back.
One of the most important things to remember is
Here's Hayes.
tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring.
We've talked about
An arrow connects. Dylan's starting to show some signs of exhaustion. Can he keep the attack up or maybe make a tag so he is able to recover? Looks like he may be thinking of doing just that, but can't quite bring Riker all the way to the Blood Brothers corner, so instead,
Corey, you spoke about one of superstars in six-man action and how crucial
back body drop in the Blood Brothers corner connects.
like that.
Again, Dylan shows signs of exhaustion. He's done the majority of the work so far for the Blood Brothers, and Riker is able to reverse. Both the Blood Brothers on the corner want a tag. Dylan couldn't quite get there as Riker goes for work on the head. Riker now starting to get worn out as well. Both Riker and Dylan Hayes have been in the majority of the match for their respective teams. There's Dylan with a reversal, has an opportunity to make a tag, and does. Jack Hayes is going to see his first action of the match. Former United States champion in WITM Season 5. Riker trying to choke the life out of Jack. Now Jack forced up to his feet. Suplex from Riker.
Tagged in.
And now Wesley Blake is going to see his first action of the match. Jack airships Blake into the corner, and there's a clothesline. A stomp to the chest. And an elbow drop. Blake now forced up to his feet.
Going for the run.
Choke slam connects. There's a stomp to the knee. And a stomp to the groin. Stomp to the leg. There's yet another stomp. Blake finally gets to his feet and now trips Jack into the corner.
We expected.
And
Exactly what he did in the
running attack was so strong it launched both Jack and Jackson Riker off the ropes. Jack shows him how a clothesline is done, and now looking for a finisher, looking for those three Union Amigos we've seen put plenty of opponents away in the past, both in the prequel and in WITM Season 5.
That's two. And perhaps a trifecta.
And those will connect. Jack goes for cover. Do the Blood Brothers win their WWE tryout?
Gets the shoulder up.
No, Blake powers out at 2.
He showed up here tonight for
This match will continue. Stomp to the back, tack to the arm. Blake forced up to his feet. Jack right now in control, looking strong for the Blood Brothers in this tryout matchup. Stomp to the back. Attacking the arm.
gets the tag.
In comes Captain Casey. Heading into WITM Season 6, our reigning Universal Champion, who right away connects with a rock bottom. There's an elbow strike. Drop kick by Blake. Casey forced up to his feet. Huge clothesline from hell from Blake, who wants to take flight.
High risk. This could end it in a hurry.
And goes for the 5-star frog splash. Casey wisely puts up the knees. And that high risk for Blake is not going to yield a high reward, but he will connect with a DDT, but miss with a stomp. Casey outshipped in the Forgotten Son's corner.
Oh boy, he is.
Casey is able to reverse and avoid a likely tag and double team in the attack. Casey once again forcing the corner. Blake's going to try it again. And Casey's going to reverse it again. There's a reversal from Blake. Blake says, okay, if an iron strip doesn't work, let's try it this way, only to yet again
Here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team.
be reversed by Casey. Casey really trying to keep Blake as the legal man, knowing how much damage he's taken. There's an elbow strike from Casey. Our strip into the Blood Brothers corner. And in comes Jack for a tag and double team attack. A stomp to the back. Jackson Riker wants to tag for the Forgotten Sons. Blake can't quite get there. As Jack goes to work on the head of Wesley Blake. Now Blake forced into a seat position as Jack goes back after the head.
Look at the torque.
Elbow strike to the head.
This is what makes him one of the best in the
Wesley Blake has definitely been punished now for a good 5 minutes or so by the Blood Brothers. Will this lead to a victory as Jack is thinking last stride? And that connects. But Jack is starting to show signs of exhaustion. Will he be able to capitalize? There's an arrow ship into the corner.
And it's reversed.
Reversal by Jack. Gut kick. Series of gut punches. Ending with an uppercut that forces Blake into the corner. And Jack will put a boot to his face. Now Blake gets seated in the corner and Jack stomps away at the gut. Riker wants to tag once again. Blake can't quite get there. And Jack continues to go to town on Blake and that corner. Plunging the head into the top turnbuckle and connects with a Russian leg sweep. Jack again is exhausted, but tries to keep up the attack. Here's the 3 Union Amigos.
Again. That's 2. Perhaps a trifecta. This one is over.
Jack still exhausted. Was that enough to put the Forgotten Sons away? Yes, the Blood Brothers have won their WWE tryout match in pretty impressive fashion, defeating a stable from NXT. Will it be enough to earn the Blood Brothers WWE contracts? We'll find out shortly.
Getting after it here. Remember this?
Something wrong, something right, something missing. Something black, something light, something different.
Here are your winners, the Samurai, Casey, the Legend Killer, Jack Hayes, and the Terror, Dylan Hayes, the Blood Brothers.
Don't you ever feel you need to speak to me that way?
Okay, so the Blood Brothers victorious in their WWE tryout match over NXT's stable, the Forgotten Sons. Have they done enough to earn themselves WWE contracts? We find out now as Triple H approaches the leader of the Blood Brothers, Captain Casey, backstage following the match. Casey, that was really impressive out there, what you and the Hayes brothers did in defeating the Forgotten Sons. I see a lot of potential in all 3 of you, and that is why I will be signing all 3 of you to WWE contracts. So go tell the Hayes brothers the good news, and then let's meet at my office to sign the deal. In blood. Alright, so Triple H making a little play on the Blood Brothers stable name, but the Blood Brothers have been signing WWE contracts, and thus finishes their story here in WITM the Prequel. All 3 men made their WITM debuts in Season 5, with Captain Casey heading into WITM Season 6 as the Universal Champion, defeating the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar to earn that title and retaining the equally strong Braun Strowman. So far in that reign that he's bringing into Season 6, Jack, a former United States Champion, Dylan Hayes, a pretty new addition, very late in Season 5. We haven't seen a whole lot of him, but we'll see in Season 6 what he can do. All 3 men are currently part of the Raw roster and briefly served as bodyguards for the bank robbers as well, Dalton, Roush, and DJ Rage, who we saw in Chapter 2. But that concludes the prequel for the Blood Brothers, and that concludes WITM the Prequel as a whole, as all of our featured superstars have now earned WWE contracts, Corey and Andrew doing so in Chapter 1, Dalton, Roush, DJ Rage, Gerald, and Austin Rage doing so in Chapter 2, and AF Master in Chapter 2 as well, and then Aaron Danger, Zims, Matt Olson, Rose, Captain Casey, Jack, and Dylan Hayes doing so here in Chapter 3. Before we call it for the prequel, we are going to sim ahead to the point where we'll be starting Season 6 and seeing who the champions are heading into Season 6. And then all that will be left to do is sign off. Over the next few weeks, I will finish preparations for Season 6 that are about halfway complete. And the next episode you see will be the beginning of WITM Season 6 with all those people you just saw graduating, the WITM Indie continuing their careers in the WWE. So I'll be back in just a moment to let you know who the final who the champions are heading into Season 6, and then we will wrap up the prequel. Okay, so we are now to the point, or rather the point where, due to the epidemic, WITM, the MD, had to suspend operations for a while until things return to normal in real life and crowds can return to wrestling events once again. Of course, in real life, all indies are stopped right now, so we have to do the same here in WITM to keep things realistic, which means in WITM Season 6, until things return to real life, we will be wrestling in performance center type settings for Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and 205 Live. But anyways, with operations suspended for the WITM Indie here in where it was in real life, March mid-2020, here are the champions going into that hiatus. The WITM Cruiserweight Champion is Eric Garrity. He who lost the title to Boston Dippy, then won it back, then lost it to Maximus Blackburn, then won it back. He has had the most reigns with the Cruiserweight title, currently in the midst of his 4th reign. Second, dating in all these records date back to the beginning of WITM the Prequel, way back in 2011. The tied for second is Boston Dippy and Akemba Oni, each with 2 reigns. Fourth was a featured star from Chapter 2, Austin Rage, as well as a fellow featured star, Gerald. Jason Starr 6th, or actually Rage, Gerald, Jason Starr, Maximus Blackburn all tied for 4th. Garrity has had the most time with the title with 496 days, Boston Dippy 2nd with 329, Akemba Oni 3rd at 168, Jason Starr 4th at 148, Maximus Blackburn 5th at 84, Austin Rage 6th at 42, Gerald in 7th at 28. The WITM Tag Team Champions heading into Season 6 are La Tormenta, the Blood Revolution, who lost the titles to La Tormenta, who lost the titles to Heavy Metal, who lost them back to the current champions La Tormenta. The Texas Revolution has had the most reigns at 8. In second is La Tormenta with 6. Third is Heavy Metal with 3. Fourth is the Bikers with 2. Fifth is the Eliminators, the featured stars of Chapter 1, Corey and Andrew, with 1. Tied with the European Union and the Blood Brothers and Eric Garrity, Jason Starr. And the list is repeating itself for some reason. But the Texas Revolution have had the most time with the titles with an incredible total as WITM Tag Team Champions. Eric Garrity, Jason Starr only had 1 reign, but it lasted nearly 2 years, 631 days. La Tormenta is 3rd with 384 days, Heavy Metal 4th with 308, the Bikers 5th with 98, European Union 6th with 57, the Eliminators 7th with 28, the Blood Brothers in 8th, only holding titles for 1 week. That's because they got a tryout a week after they won the titles and earned WWE contracts. The WIT Women's Champion is Chelsea Blackburn. I don't know who in the world Kira is that apparently won the title. That must be the Queen Kitty. Yeah, that was the Queen Kitty. That must be the name that the creator of that Ka Aaron of our WITM board put in. But Monique Simmons was the champion at the end of Chapter 3. She lost the title to Chelsea Blackburn, who lost the title back to Monique Simmons, who lost the title to Kira, aka the Queen Kitty, who the current Jamie Love is second with 6. Chelsea Blackburn, the current champion, is third with 4. Ellen Foster has had 3. She's in 4th. And the Queen Kitty has had 1 reign and is in 5th. Monique Simmons has held the title the most for incredible 1,304 days. And second is Jamie Love with 756. Third, Chelsea Blackburn with 285. Fourth, Ellen Foster with 224 days. Fifth is the Queen Kitty with 84. And finally, the WITM Heavyweight Champion Carlson, who had the title at the end of Chapter 3. He lost the title to the Nightmare Drake, who lost it back to James Carlson, who lost it back to Nightmare Drake. So for the last 2 years or so, it's been going back and forth between the Nightmare Drake and James Carlson. Carlson has had the most reigns for the title, the only double-digit reigns at 10. Jason Starr has had 6 reigns and is in second. The Nightmare Drake has had 5 reigns and is third. Queen Omahiai has had 4 reigns and is fourth. Wolfgang Krieger has had 3 reigns and is 5th. Maximus Blackburn has had 1 reign and is 6th. Triple H was just a placeholder, that doesn't count. Tyson Adams has had 1 reign and is 7th. James Carlson has had the most time with the titles with an incredible 1,107 days. Jason Starr is second at 519. Nightmare Drake third at 496. Krieger is fourth at 209. Queen Omahiai fifth at 168. Maximus Blackburn 6th at 84. Tyson Adams 7th at 56. Story on, let's see, the WITM School of Wrestling, and will be part of WITM Season 6, most of which have been part of the past seasons as well, and have already held gold in the WWE, including World Championships, or perhaps are bringing gold into WITM Season 6. The next episode you see will be the beginning of WITM Season 6 on WWE 2K20, where those 14 people and then some will be competing in the WWE. We hope to have that started for you sometime relatively soon in the next few weeks. With my very hectic work schedule and me being an essential worker at a grocery store, I haven't had a whole lot of time to work on WITM, but maybe one day a week. So I apologize, it's taken me forever to finish the prequel and get to Season 6 on 2K20. But I hope to have it started for you sooner than later, hopefully in early to mid-May, where we will continue the WWE careers of those WITM School of Wrestling graduates. But that's going to do it for WIT and the prequel. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you not miss a Be sure to like the post, like the page, and perhaps leave a comment. Until the beginning of WITM Season 6 sometime within the next few weeks, this is Corey with WITM Cal Wrestling, signing off.